Yeah, I wanted to kind of talk about racism, and that seems to be the subject, ever since this Trayvon Martin and recently the Paula Dean. Everybody's talking about racism, and black people always seem to be the target of the racism, or majority of the time. And it makes me elaborate. Why do they hate us so much? Because it's just, everybody hates the niggas. I know one reason, of course. Some of my opinions is, of course, they're jealous of us. The men of all the other races are jealous of us black men because we are well hung. That's the myth anyway, but I don't think it's too much of a myth. Most of you women out there know it's not a myth. Brothers is well hung, and some are more well hung than others. So I think that's one of the reasons why all the other races hate the black man the most. The black man is on the bottom of the totem pole, and he also just happens to have the biggest dick and the most muscular bodies. So that might have a lot to do with it. I've been out there in the corporate world, right? Corporate America, and they treat the black women way better than the black men. That's what made me get out of the corporate world, because I couldn't take it no more, man, the way they treated me in there. I do the best job that I could, do better than everybody else, and still would be treated like some kind of peasant. Just couldn't deal with the politics in the working world. Just too much for me. But yeah, back to why they don't like us. It's just, that's one of the reasons, of course, because they don't want to fuck any women, because they know once these big dick niggas get up in that pussy, it's all over for them. They'll never be able to touch it again. Woman will never be satisfied again. So I know that's got a lot to do with it. Some of it we bring upon ourselves. Personally, I don't like niggas either. So I can understand that. It ain't got to do with dick size. I don't know. What is it about niggas? They just ignorant. Very ignorant, low class, uneducated, majority of them. Don't raise their kids properly. Let their kids do any damn thing. So yeah, that's probably got a lot to do with it too. I don't really want to live around too many niggas. I live around them because I want to feel safe now in today's world. Shit, if you don't live around niggas and you live around some of the other races, they probably gonna do shit to your house. Put crosses on your lawn, throw rocks, eggs, and shit, just harass you basically in general. May even kill you in some neighborhoods. So, nowadays, black man got to be careful where he lives. Even if you don't want to live around your people because you don't like them, you have to for protection. It's a shame. The way the world is today, it's just getting worse and worse. It's racism and shit. Where the black people go wake up and start getting their own shit? Motherfuckers is stupid, man. Everybody depending on jobs. That's the first thing when a young man or woman, black, gets, in high school, shit, their mom and them start, preaching jobs to them, And shit, my family, my mom didn't even preach college. She preached high school diploma and get a job with the civil service, She's basically a slave, so I didn't follow that route. But yeah, back to this, why they hate us so much, Wow. But, like I said, I understand a little bit because, I kind of feel it myself, these ignorant ass niggas. We all said it, we've all, seen it. But that all stems from, lack of education, lack of resources, poor schools in our community. And that's what contributes to the ignorance and, the hatred of black. We don't really have a lot of community, family unity. There's a reason why you see so many blacks homeless. We only make up 12 or 13% of the population in this country, but you see way more black people homeless and crazy than you do white people or Hispanic. And that's because of poverty. Poverty will drive you crazy. Lack of education, lack of resources, it'll drive you crazy eventually. Not getting the things you want in life, being a human being, we go, you know, get the things we desire in life. After you denied it for so long, it starts driving you crazy. So yeah, that's bad. See what else can I think about on that racism shit? I mean, even the president experiences racism. It's a shame. I mean, we sit there and see it. The way they try to block all of those things he's trying to do, and that's just basically some racism. You know, they try to hide it, the Republicans and shit, but they can't stand that man. It's a damn shame, they don't respect the president of the United States. That should, be a awakening for the rest of us black people. They don't fucking respect the president. They sure the fuck ain't respect us. We need to get our own shit. We need to start getting our own doctors' offices, schools, factories, markets, everything, man. We have the economy. I think they say that the African Americans in America have like the 12th largest economy in the world. We spend a lot of money, but we don't spend it on each other. We spend it in their world and don't receive none of the benefits of it most of the time. Uh, Talk about that welfare and that Section 8 shit. That really crippled our people a lot. It really did, because all human beings have the ability to generate their own income. That's how we used to do it before all of this technology. Back in the um, old days, everybody had businesses and made money. And it's within us all, but we've lost that ability because of civilization now, and they dictate having a job, but jobs nowadays are just modern day slavery. Um, and unfortunately, they don't even want to include us in that. We got to get our own. It's the bottom line. I don't care what the hell you got to do. You got to sell motherfucking candy on the corner. If you got to sell art off the side of the freeway, take some paint on some colored pieces of paper and splash it on there and laminate it and go on the side of the freeway, so that shit is unique art. I mean, there's all kind of ways to make money if you really put your mind to it. And the main thing is to try to be professional about it. Any business you start, anything you do like that, you want to try to make it seem legit, make it professional. If you're selling candy on the side of the road, make up a name for your company. Go and get it official. Go get a DBA or incorporate it. Let people know that you're serious. You never know where the help might come from. That's just some of the things that we got to do. Got to think out of the box. Stop thinking in the terms of the white man's world, because what you see is really not for you in this country. The things you see, the commercials you watch on TV, the American dream, that's really not meant for us black people. We really weren't supposed to be included in that. We just happen to be here. So everything is designed for us not to succeed. And when they cut out affirmative action, it's really going to be rough. Oh boy, when they do that. But this is the way I feel about it. If it wasn't for government jobs, county jobs, city jobs, state jobs, and municipals, the black unemployment rate would probably be about 60% in this country. And that's reality. The government employs, not the federal government, but all governments, including cities, states, counties, municipals. They employ the majority of black people. There's very few black people who work in private industry. So, you know, that's a wake up call for us. You know, we need to start getting our own shit.